Hello, y'all. So, I am getting ready to make some sugar cubes. I've been trying to do some research on how to make them. There's a couple videos out there on how to make them, but I guess I'm gonna come up with my own thing. So, I am making sugar cubes for a few small gifts. I'm doing homemade so people can make their own mimosa. So, I'm gonna take the zest of this orange that I just washed, the lemon, and I don't know what is going to happen with these berries, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'm going to do some orange sugar cubes, lemon sugar cubes, and berry sugar cubes. And there's my sugar. So I'm going to take the zest and the rind from this and put them with some sugar. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be back. All right, so I took a peeler, roughly, clearly, and I also zested the lemon and the oranges, and I put them in some food safety bags, but this is 2 cups of sugar. So I'm gonna let this sit overnight so that the lemon zest will get like infused in there. I did the oranges. Again, 2 cups of sugar. There's some zest in there so we can get some flavor. And I don't know if this will actually come out. So these are the blackberries and blueberries. Obviously you can't zest them. I'm not sure what's gonna come of this. This probably wasn't the ideal situation to do these, but I just thought I'd give it a shot anyway. When I make the sugar cubes, I'll likely break them up. I punctured a few of them. You can kind of see some of the juice in there, kind of. I didn't want to puncture all of them, and then tomorrow I come up to a hard rock sugar bag, because this actually has juice in them. You know what I mean? But maybe not that much. And I like the colors that I'm seeing. Some of the blue, kind of see it. So I'm gonna leave it on the counter for a little bit. Let all these flavors absorb. I have faith in these two, I think. Not sure what's gonna happen with this berry one, but we shall see. So my sugar cube project for my Christmas gifts is underway. We'll see what happens. Hey guys, I am back. It hasn't been a full 24 hours, but I want to do a quick video to show you how this is coming along, and I'm not mad about this, y'all. You see how the color is starting to develop in the sugar? Once I look at that pretty pink color. You see it? Yeah. Okay, you can really see it now. Hopefully. I said in my last video I wasn't sure what would happen with this, but I like the way this is going. I like the direction this is going in. I have to get some food coloring from the store, but to be honest, I don't know if I really need it for this one. For the sugar cubes for this, I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I might just press all the juices from these, somehow mash them just so we can get some color. And then I'll pull out the berries. I don't know if leaving the berries in here will help any. Look at that pretty color. I don't know, because again, I'm experimenting. So I don't want to leave the cubes the berries in. But I will extract juice from it where I can. Here's the other ones. And look how pretty this is. This is also starting to turn. This is which one is this one? The orange. And smells so lovely. It smells amazing. This is orange sugar. So this is starting to turn, or maybe it could be the light, but I feel like this is starting to get a little bit of a shade to it. So I am gonna add some food coloring to it. Not a lot. A little goes a long way. From what I did for my research, you can get like the gel. So yeah. And then here's the lemon. All these smells, I can smell it, and the bag is like closed. I mean, these are food safe bags. So there is going to be some scent that comes out of it. So yeah. I like it. There's definitely some moisture going on in there. All right, so just wanted to kind of, this smells amazing. So I'm surprised at how well this is turning out. I wasn't sure what was going to come of this, but I'm not mad about it. So I still have a while before I get these in their trays, but I just wanted to show you how this is coming along. So it hasn't been 24 hours for sure. So not that it has to be, but I really want the flavor to get in the sugar so we can have some really good sugar cubes. All right, we'll see what happens in the next video. All right, guys, so I am back and we are going to, it's been 24 hours that these berries have soaked in the sugar. So it's nice and infused. And again, I'm experimenting, so yeah. I'm going to, as you can see, the berries are still in here. I'm going to puncture these a little bit just to give it more infused flavor and color. And then I'm going to pull them out before I put them in these mold, this like silicone mold cubes that I got off of Amazon. So yeah, I'm excited to start on this one first. I only have 2 molds. I'm afraid that this will fill up 1 mold, and I have 3 cube flavors. So I'm gonna do this and probably, I'm not sure, the orange or the lemon next. And then I'll do another one tomorrow after I dump out the cubes from the other mold, because I only have 2 molds. So yeah. And then so to this sugar, I'm going to add 1 this is 2 cups of sugar. So it's 1 tablespoon of sugar, no, 1 tablespoon of water to 1 cup of sugar. Now mind you that this has already started to form from the juices, the moisture from the berries. So I'm going to go easy. I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon at a time so I can get like that sand-like mixture to form the cubes. I don't want to make it too wet. If there's already clearly moisture here, as you can see. So I'm going to be careful with the water, and I'm going to use filtered water. I'm going to take these berries out and just kind of dump them in the glass, and maybe I'll use these berries for something. I'm not sure, but it looks really pretty, and I'm sure they taste really good. So yeah, I'm going to get started, and I'll come back and show you what that looks like in the mold. Okay, so I just pulled out pretty much most of the berries. You know, a few obviously kind of broke down within the sugars. I did not add any water to this. It appears that I don't really have to, and I don't, you want sugar at least from what I understand, to be like a wet sand. And this is exactly what I'm getting. And this pulled in this way from just the juices of the berries alone. So no water was added to this batch. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get from the others, but I'm just gonna continue. Again, I'm experimenting, so I have time to do, I have time for a redo if I need to, because there's still like, you know, these are Christmas gifts, so Christmas is like 9 days away. So if this is a fail, I got time. But let me tell you, this sugar smells amazing. And I was able to kind of taste a little bit of it, and it tastes amazing. So I really don't know how this could actually fail. Because I would totally put this in a mimosa, like a glass of champagne, once it turns into a cube. So I love the way it's, you know, tasting and smelling. So I'm not really mad at it. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna put these in the cubes and see how that goes. All right, so I got my sugar in the molds. Most of it. I have a little bit left, and you know what? I put it in my little jar with the berries. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I didn't want to use my second mold for it because I want to get one of the other flavors in the mold. So there you have it. I'm gonna leave this out to harden, I guess, overnight and see what happens from there. It looked pretty. All right, y'all. So here we are with I decided to do the lemon sugar cubes next. And I think I'm gonna run into the same thing with this sugar. There's moisture in it already. It is already like a sand. Probably not as much as the berry one, but we shall see. I'm gonna take all of these orange peels out. And you know what? I already got a concoction here. I'm gonna build it in my little container and I will find something to do with it. So we'll be back. All right, guys, so this is the lemon. You can see the lemon zest throughout. And I added a little bit of yellow food gel to give it, oops, sorry guys. I added a little bit of yellow food gel to give it that really pretty color. And yeah, I only added a teaspoon of water. My sugar is definitely already, you know, have moisture going on in it, so I don't want to add more water than needed. So I think I'm only gonna fill up half of the mold with this lemon and do the other half with the orange. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the extra sugar. I don't have any more molds. I just got the 2. So, I mean, the good thing is they make a lot of cubes, and I'm putting together 5 little jars of cubes. So I think I got plenty here. So yeah, I definitely want to get the orange one made. So I'm not gonna, you know, wait another day. These sugars are definitely ready based on what I can see, and the smell of the sugar is definitely ready to be molded. I don't want to leave this another day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these molded. I decided to give a little bit of insight on how I'm filling these molds. I'm just kind of gliding the sugar over each cavity to make sure they're nice and packed. And again, I'm only using half the mold. I'm not worried about this little bit of sugar that's went in here. Because again, I'm experimenting. And I'm just like kind of packing it and just sliding it over, making sure that I'm filling every little cavity. Every little cavity. I noticed this one's a little bit more smooth compared to the berry. Berry one was a little bit more coarse. I don't know why that is, but yeah. It should still be okay. I don't know. Again, I'm not quite sure. This is all new. So I'm just using this extra sugar and just kind of going in and packing it in until there's no more left to fill in. Okay. You see that? So we pack this in, and look, guys, I don't know what to do about all this sugar. I don't know. Well, maybe if I figure something out before the end of this video, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna fill this other side with orange, so that I have my berry, lots of it, lemon, and orange. All right, I'll come back. All right, guys, last but not least, I have my orange sugar. You can see it. I just pulled all the orange zest out. There you go. I didn't want to say orange zest, orange peel. I pulled all the orange peel out. And this is another one. Lots of its own moisture going on, and I won't need to add much water, if any at all. To the lemon, I added a teaspoon. So I may do the same here. Okay. And I'm gonna add, so for the food gel color, I'm gonna do a little yellow and a little red. That's how we get the orange. So we'll see how this goes. I'll come back. All right, guys, I got my orange sugar. I did a mix of yellow and red food gel. And I'm still kind of, because I'm mixing two colors, I still want to make sure this is nicely incorporated. I see a little bit of, see, there's a few shades that are still kind of clumped within, so I want to make sure it's evenly incorporated. But I think it looks good, so I'm going to fill all these up and come back and see what we have. All right, y'all, so here we are. Let me come around so you guys can see. I have filled my sugar molds. And you know what? These are actually already starting to set. I kind of left them the way they are because as I was moving them, the cubes were kind of like popping out of the mold. See how that's starting to set there? So I'm gonna let it sit overnight and we'll see how it comes out in the morning. Okay, guys, so here are the sugar cubes that popped out of those molds. And they turned out pretty. I cannot believe these turned out to be very, very pretty. I love these so much. They turned out way better than I expected. I'm just gonna pick one up so you can see it up close and how pretty that is. Look at that, guys. Then here are my lemon and orange. And while these turned out perfect as well, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the colors. I mean, it's orange and it's yellow because I made orange sugar cubes and lemon sugar cubes. But I kind of prefer this natural look. I added no food coloring to this. And look what the blueberries and blackberries did to add its own color. You see? But this is still okay. It just kind of gives it that, you know, that look. It's just kind of different, but they still work. I mean, I guess I possibly could have went without the coloring, but then because the lemon zest, you can kind of see the lemon zest in there. You can kind of see it because the lemon zest is like, you know, very faint within the sugar cubes. It would be hard to decipher which one is lemon and which one is orange. So that hence the need for the coloring, unless you just make a batch and just say these are lemon zest cubes and these are orange and just go without the coloring. So, but nonetheless, I think these turned out really nice. But these, my darling, are my favorite. So that leftover sugar I had yesterday, I just wrapped it to keep the moisture, and I just put them into the same 2 molds that I had, and I'll pop those out tomorrow. So this was definitely much easier than I thought it would be. And yeah, I'll be putting these in a cute little jar and having them for the holiday gifting. All right, guys, so I finally put my gift together with my sugar cubes, all of that to put together. It's like a little champagne cocktail gift for the holidays. And yeah, I end up using both. I got some bitters in there. It's a local, this Wiggle whiskey is local. So, yeah. Got this all finally done. I did all of that so I can get some sugar cubes in there. So there it is. And she's all done and very pretty, I think. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, so these are where my sugar cubes went. I made some really cute gift boxes for the holidays. So this is what it came out. This was the purpose of me creating those sugar cubes, and I think it worked out perfectly. Okay, this is inside of a cute little jar. And go figure, I used just the berry ones, but I think I have to make 6 of these, so perhaps I'll mix them up. So, but there you have it.